I'm sorry to bother you. I'm sure you must be busy.
Oh, don't worry about it. I wanted to talk to you some more anyways.
Talk to me? I'm curious. What did you plan to talk about?
Well, I was wondering, what you think of the capital, and I wanted to make sure you were doing all right.
It sounds like you're worried about me.
It's hard not to be. I owe you a lot for agreeing to join us. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable here.
I'm fine. There's nothing causing me discomfort. It's actually been quite some time since I felt this at peace. So, I wanted to thank you.
Me?
Yes. I'm truly grateful to you for deciding to accept us. It must be difficult to be teaming up with myself and the Harbingers. Even I would never have imagined we'd be side by side once again.
You don't need to thank me. Your knowledge is really useful, and your determination inspires us all. I'm embarrassed to say it, but I'm thankful you're here, Hilda.
You're really good at showering people with unwarranted praise.
It's not unwarranted. The actions you took are what made me trust you, Hilda. So you don't need to thank me. I just want you to be okay.
If you say so.
Hey, don't look at me like that. I'm serious about this. By the way, I remember finding you here once before. Is it important to you?
I'm not sure. It just calms me down somehow. Up here, I can observe people without having to interact with them. I never realized, but I seem to have a habit of finding places like this.
Oh.
I should head back. Thank you for your time.
Hilda!
What is it?
Some places are still ruined from the attack, but this city is really nice. If it's all right, I'd like to show you around a bit next time. I want you to enjoy yourself while you're here with us.
I'll consider it.
It's a promise! There's something I'd like to discuss with you. Are you free?
What is it? You were gazing quite intently at that map.
It's about our next expedition. I'm not sure what route to take. Given their numbers, a fight with the Angels seems inevitable.
But the tuning squad is light on members. We can only carry so many supplies. I have a suggestion. Why don't we take this canyon path?
Near the cliff? Don't you think that'd put us at a disadvantage?
Well, there's a flower in the region that emits a monster-repelling odor. Plus, we can use the cliff as cover. There are no villages nearby either.
That means we can avoid the enemy completely, right?
Correct. If nobody is being attacked, it's okay for us not to fight. We could even rest there to prepare for whatever lies ahead.
I see. There's so much that can't be seen just by looking at a map. I'm impressed, Hilda. Thanks a lot. You were a great help.
No need to thank me. It's my duty to assist you.
So that is the wisdom of a witch who has lived an eternity. Remarkable.
Why, thank you. I'm honored that you consider me worthy of your praise. Well, Alto, I'll leave you two to your discussion.
Wait! Hilda!
My apologies. It appears as though I interrupted you. I simply wanted to praise her. That was a better plan than any I would have made.
Don't worry about it. Anyways, there was something I wanted to discuss. Archibald, do you not talk to Hilda?
There is a distance between her and the Royal Knights. It is not only I. Though, given our history, perhaps it cannot be helped.
I see.
Hilda is a witch. As the conductor, should you not be the one to guide her?
You may be right. I'm going to look for her. Hilda!
Alto, that was quick. Are you already finished discussing the strategy?
We didn't need much time to decide thanks to your suggestion. More importantly, Hilda, why did you leave so suddenly?
A former member of the Royal Knights arrived. It was best I took my leave.
But you're one of us, Hilda. You don't need to feel reserved. Archibald was very impressed. He would have liked to hear more of your ideas. Hilda, are you still hesitant to talk to your fellow Royal Knights? I know we didn't believe you. Some of us even hated you.
No, that's not it, Alto. It was only natural for people to hate us. We were prepared for it. I have no right to use that hate as a reason to avoid them.
Then, why?
I wonder, was I afraid to face him? No, that can't be. Those emotions.
Hilda.
I just don't know. Why was I so quick to leave?
What's the matter with you, Hilda? Pull yourself together.
Alto.
I can see chains within you.
Chains?
Medea called it darkness inside the heart.
I see. So that's it. You're the same as him then. You can see them as well.
Him? You mean Elcrest?
Yes, though I only know about this from what Veronica has told me. We should probably go somewhere more private before we get into details. I can't see my own heart, but I need to be tuned, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
In that case, you may call for me whenever you're ready. I know this will be a burden, but it seems as though my clock is rusting.
Could she know what those chains are? Hilda needs to be tuned. I should bring her to see Medea later.
Which girl do you desire?
Are you ready, Hilda?
I am. First, I should explain to you what exactly is happening to me.
Oh, you mean with the chains?
Yes. Witches hold within them a shard of the moon, a qualia. Qualia can amplify emotional energy and bring forth great miracles.
Miracles? Like a witch's power of song and magic.
That's correct. Qualia bring no harm to us witches. They simply relay information to the moon. However, before Elk appeared, we were servants of the Mother. An untuned qualia is nothing more than an extension of the moon's will.
The moon's will?
Pre-tuning. A witch's qualia feeds off the negative emotions of its host. That qualia is in turn easily corrupted by those emotions. The moon's intent was to create a being that would destroy humanity.
What?
That's why qualia become more easily contaminated the more power they hold. The tuning you carry out is the way to cleanse that contamination.
A cleansing process. So Hilda, that means right now you're...
Yes. I hold 1,000 years of impurity within me. I suppose I'm lucky I never became aware of it until I met you. Alto, I'm sorry to ask this of you, but will you tune me?
Of course. Let's begin, Hilda. What is this place? It's so dark and cold.
This is the world inside of me?
Hilda! I guess you're Hilda's shadow?
Shadow? No, I am simply Hilda. Though since you asked, I assume that means the other witches generated shadow versions of themselves.
That's right. This is actually the first time it's been the real person.
I see. A shadow is the opposite of light. Proof of a person's strength. Perhaps my heart has grown so weak that I can no longer produce a shadow.
Hilda.
Give us light!
Huh?
Did you not hear that foreign envoy? Did you not see the hope in his eyes?
Why does Her Majesty not wish for us to prosper? We are not her livestock.
The voices are getting closer.
Grant freedom to Hildegaria! Give us the right to live as human beings!
We must take back our fortunes from that heinous tyrant!
I thought Hildegaria was...
Yes, this was one of my crimes. Hence, one of my negative emotions. Alto, this is most likely a repressed memory.
A memory?
One of a foolish queen who stole the lives of her citizens, all while their wealth was hoarded behind my back by my greedy retainers. It is painful for me to reveal this side of myself to you, but it appears that I must strike them down once again.
What?
To restart my clock, I must face the pain I have fled from for so long. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but I will need your help to leave here.
I don't hear the voices anymore. They disappeared?
So these are the hearts of those I oppressed, those I killed. This is pain.
Hilda.
I'm sure this was unsettling for you, who embodies the hopes of humanity.
You don't have to act so tough, Hilda. Look how small your hands are. Truthfully, it was hard to watch. But I'm glad I was by your side. I'm not here to uncover your sins, Hilda. I realized I don't want you to bear this burden all by yourself. That's why I'm tuning you.
Alto,
You and your citizens are one and the same. Nobody can be perfect. Even if we have the best of intentions, we can still end up hurting others. So you shouldn't have to go through life alone, Hilda. As long as we're together, I know those mistakes won't be made again. Hilda?
there's no need for you to say all that. I understood everything you feel simply from the warmth of your hands. It makes me want to stay like this and not let go.
Oh, sorry.
I thought I said I don't want to let go. It's a bit cold in here, Alto. Let's go back to your home, to Lambert. I think I understand now why I was avoiding that knight earlier. He had the same look in his eyes as the knights who turned against me. That is, back when they believed in me. They would always look straight ahead. His reminding me of my past must have been what made me uneasy.
You mean Archibald?
I can't change immediately, but I'll try my best, just like you said. After all, you did wish for me to never be alone, right?
Hilda.
I'm glad you're by my side, Alto. Thank you.
Elmar told me to bring you here, so...
There's no need to worry. I will take responsibility for my actions.
Hilda...
Ah, Alto. Hilda. How good of you to come.
Regent Elmar! What did you want to speak with us about?
It may be somewhat hasty to ask this, seeing as the battle is yet to end. However, since Hilda's group is now in support of the Tuning Knights, I would like to know what form of compensation they desire.
Compensation?
I believe in your resolve, but there will surely be times of hardship. I will gladly lend a hand if it will raise morale in those moments. Hilda, is there anything the members of the Harbingers desire?
Well, there is one thing.
Hilda?
I would like you to reduce the punishments for Dante and Dorothy. They were but children when I took them by force from their homes. To atone for these sins, I would like your judgment to fall upon me alone.
Hilda! Regent Elmar, she didn't mean...
I understand. There is no need to be flustered. I merely wanted to know what she desired so that I could assist her. However, I would never carry out her wish if it meant lowering morale.
Thank you, Regent.
Having said that, it seems she will stop at nothing to make atonement. But you still have time. Discuss this matter carefully with her.
Understood. Hilda, hold on!
Alto, I already told you. Once this ends, I shall seek redemption for what I did. I do not intend to go back on my word.
You're not the only sinner here. Think about how I treated you.
Alto, you have shown more kindness than someone like me deserves. There's no reason to feel guilty. You've already made it up to me.
Well, then so have you. Please, just take back what you said earlier.
I can't do that. You know that as well as I. The weight of my sins is too much to bear. Please understand this, Alto. I cannot escape my past.
Hilda has to face her guilt. Maybe she needs to be tuned again. If I take her over to Medea's, I should be able to tune her.
Which girl do you desire?
Hilda, answer me this. Are you sure you want judgment passed upon you?
I am. I no longer have the right to a happy future. I've caused the suffering of so many people. There's no excuse for that. My own free will led me to choose my promise with Elk over the witches.
But your qualia shines bright. Are you sure your heart has not been contaminated? I'm going to tune you, Hilda. We can talk about this more once I finish. I can see crystals in the distance. There are so many.
That's not all. Do you see the desert?
Cash missed it.
These are the crimes I've committed. The things I've seen. I naively attempted to prolong life on Earth using crystallization magic.
Prologue?
I even thought Elk would forgive me if I killed the witches. And myself. That was the decision I reached after I crystallized the people of Hildegaria. However, strong wills can often result in unexpected circumstances. I can't say I was prepared when I first created the Harbingers, and yet I was responsible for leading them. Contamination had no impact.
meeting them.
I cannot hope for a future beyond this point. This is the end for me. I will use the power remaining within me to atone for my transgressions. That is what they all wish for. Penance. Hang in there, Alto.
I'm all right. We managed to fend them off.
But...
Hilda, I still think there's something wrong with what you said earlier. I understand that stopping the eclipse is the only way to atone for your sins. You and I have caused so much suffering. We're both guilty, but it's not right to say you have no future. That life has no meaning. If that's what you think, then you're not really living out your atonement.
then... what am I supposed to do? I can't think of anything more. They all wish for me to face my judgment.
I think the pain you feel now is atonement enough. Let's get through this together, Hilda. We will have responsibilities to take on in the future as well.
Responsibilities?
Restoring the kingdom will take time. It won't be easy for anyone. Wouldn't ending it all after we stop the eclipse just be the easy way out?
You're awful. Forcing a girl who has lived 1,000 years to live even longer? You truly are terrible. Thank you, Alto.
Huh? But Hilda, you just said... I'm terrible.
Yes, and I meant it. The tuning process just now was the most painful experience of my life. But it was never about the right to look ahead to the future. It was about the responsibility. I had never thought of it that way.
Then, will you take back what you said earlier?
I'll consider it. That would be the easy way out after all. But you know, it's quite the mystery.
What is?
After living so long, I felt there was no longer a place for me on Earth. But I'm somewhat excited now to see what the future holds. How long do I have to live until you are satisfied? I'm afraid to know.
I want you to stay alive forever, so I can be by your side.
I'll think about it.
I was planning on going shopping today. Want to tag along?
Shopping? With you? Are you trying to show me around the capital again?
Oh, yeah. You saw right through me this time. We could go to the shopping district and maybe stop at a cafe after?
All right. Let's go then, Alto.
Oh, that fruit looks pretty good.
That's a chefroon. It really brings back some memories.
Chefroon? Never heard of it.
If I recall, it's a type of wild peach that grows around here. They only take root on steep cliffsides, so they're tough to gather.
I guess we'll need all the food we can get in times like these.
Oh, you're probably right. It must be here because of the eclipse.
Excuse me, I'll take one of those, please.
You're trying it? Aren't you a curious one?
Here, this half is for you.
Oh, nothing. I'm just surprised you only got one to share between us.
Well, this is a rare fruit, right? There are probably other people who want to try it as well.
Yes, you may be right. Thank you for this, Alto.
Not at all. Let's keep going.
Hey! Alto!
Oh, Bianca! Are you out doing deliveries?
Yep, one of my regulars needed a shipment. By the way, I just got some of those hunting knives you were looking for.
Seriously?
Totally serious. Come stop by if you've got the cash.
Definitely. I'll be sure to drop in. You better reserve it for me.
Only after you bring me my money.
Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to make you wait around.
Oh, it's all right. It doesn't bother me. Now that I think about it, we've met in the forest before. Weren't you hunting?
Hunting was one of my jobs. I really enjoyed it once I learned the ropes. Sitting at home doesn't do much for me. I wish I could hunt around here. Hilda? Are you okay? You're really quiet all of a sudden. If there's something on your mind, I'd be glad to help out.
No, I'm all right. It's nothing. Really.
Hilda, I know this might be nosy of me, but I don't want to just leave you like this. I'm worried about you.
I can't.
Huh?
I can't, Alto. You need to stop. You say that like it's the most natural thing in the world.
Hilda, the chains.
What? They're back?
Yeah, they're very clear. But what made them show up all of a sudden?
I can't. There's no way I can show you this.
What do you mean? If there's something troubling you, then let me help.
No, that's not what this is.
It doesn't matter what's going on. I promise it won't faze me.
All right. When you have the time, I'd like you to tune me, but I apologize in advance. This may be unpleasant for you.
Hilda, she needs to be tuned. I should bring her to Medea.
Which girl do you desire?
Hilda, are you ready?
Yes. I am prepared for whatever may happen. However, this emotion within me is truly ugly. I'm sorry, Alto. This may cause you some pain.
It's all right. I don't get hurt so easily these days. Rather, I've been through a whole lot of hardship. I can handle it. There's no need to worry.
All right.
This is your spirit world, right?
That's correct.
But I don't see or hear anything. This time is different.
That's because I'm aware of my emotions now.
Emotions?
Alto, even after all we've been through, I still compare you to Elle. The moment I saw you, the only person I could see was him.
What do you mean compare?
You know when we went shopping and you gave me half of your chaperone? That was something Elk did long ago. He even split it the same way.
Huh?
But you're just a boy from Mithra who enjoys hunting. It's not that I want you to be Elk, but whenever your voice reaches my ears, the only one I hear is him. Even though I said I would see you only as Alto, my heart betrays me.
Hilda.
It sickens me that I'm unable to do that. Please, Alto. Erase Elk from within me. Your interactions with me have always been of your own volition. And so from the bottom of my heart, I wish to see you as Alto.
Hilda, I want to thank you.
Why? What reason do you have to thank me? I lied to you this whole time. I never got rid of my feelings for Elk.
You were the one who told me I'm Alto, and no one else. If you had been truly seeing me as Elk at that point, you may have completely overtaken me. You suppressed your own emotions in order to protect mine, but now, I'm no longer troubled by Elcrest's existence. It's true that he's still within me, but I don't mind the comparison.
Alto.
Elk has resided in your heart for the past 1,000 years. I wouldn't expect to force him out in such a short span of time. That'd be impossible.
Alto, time for you is only the 3 years you've been away. There's no way being compared to someone else doesn't hurt you.
Not anymore. I've come to accept you for who you are. I'll just be Alto. So much so that I might even overwrite your memories. It might take 3 years, maybe 5. But no matter how long, I'll never hold it against you, Hilda.
Hold it against me?
You were the one who kept saying this would be unpleasant for me, but I haven't found that to be the case at all.
I see. So that's what those chains were. They represented my fear of hurting you. I didn't want you to hate me. That's why I kept my feelings locked away. I was afraid of reaching out.
But is that how you really feel?
No, I understand now. You said I'll be okay. It doesn't matter whether you're Elk or Alto. What keeps me tied to this world is you, not my memories. I can say that from the very bottom of my heart.
It's kind of embarrassing when you put it that way.
Let's go back, Alto, to our world. Staying here is going to make me want to keep you all to myself. What's this? I've never felt this much power.
It's not just power. Hilda, look at your clothes!
How funny. I never thought the day would come that I would wear a white dress. The black outfit was much more fitting for me.
That's not true. I don't know how to put it, but that suits you well. It makes you look like a queen, or maybe a bride. It's beautiful.
A bride? You say such ridiculous things sometimes.
I'm sorry. I don't really have a way with words.
I forgive you. I suppose I should have expected that kind of reaction. Hey, Alto, I realized something from you tuning me so many times.
What was it?
Every time, I remembered emotions I had thought were long forgotten, like what it means to have hope in someone, or long to be with them. It is impossible for me to erase the crimes I've committed, but I wish to watch you continue in this world with my own eyes.
Hilda,
I love you for accepting me, even with all my inner ugliness. Please, Alto. I want you to keep living, and I want you to grant my wish.
I have no reason to refuse. Thank you, Hilda. I'm truly glad to know you have hope for the future now.
You're going to have to keep the other Harbingers alive, you know? To think you'd thank me after accepting such a task. You really are too kind.
Well, it has to be done. I'm happy either way, though. Knowing that you'll be standing beside me makes me truly happy.
Your ability to say that without even thinking about it concerns me. It's nothing you need to change now. We have a long future ahead of us. I'm just glad I can be at your side. Thank you, Alto.